Alright guys, welcome back. We got the silver, right? We're following up on our bullish position on the silver, and it's been quite some time since the last time we spoke about the silver. But there were actually quite interesting developments taking place over the last couple of days. I mean, at first, we have this position for, I think it's right, like 10 days now, right? We entered at quite attractive spot right as price was crossing back up, right? That very important key level of 16.35. It's basically a combination of two major key levels. One of the small setup, right, the black, and we have a bigger setup coming from the weekly chart. That's the blue one. Now these the mid low levels of both setups happen to be right next to each other, right? 1 pip is the difference here, or 2 pip maybe. But price basically broke that strong resistance and started. That's where we actually started to follow up on this one. That's where we initiated our bullish position, and it went very well at the beginning, right next to towards the mid-high key level 1677, which was also it was also converged here with the 200-day moving average. So that was a significant target, and I mentioned that. But to be honest, I didn't expect such a reaction. I actually expected, a little bit of backing off, but then price on a second attempt would break quite easily that level. But instead, we had a strong, very strong reaction to that level, right? Price completely turned around. But you know what? I decided to stick in. I decided to stick and respect the initial stop loss level. And, we were quite lucky, to be honest. Price was almost taking our stop loss out. Take a look how close that was. It reached 16.17, right? So just 7 cents from reaching our stop loss level. Now, usually I give a lot of room, for extra noise. This is what I call extra noise. This is not a genuine move, but rather, a noisy move. And I'm referring to this particular, this particular movement. Price was expected to hit this, the 1635. The 1635 here, that strong two levels here, were supposed to hold, right? But price actually was managed to break those two levels. And this is, I assume this was a noisy move, because when you take it to the weekly chart, take a look. You see that there's already just a spike there showing up, right? Now, obviously, the week had not ended yet. We still have, the rest of the day. Anything can happen. But I'm just saying, it looks like this level eventually is going to hold. And what we had on the daily was just a noise, right? And you know what? Even more interestingly, I would say, I'm just going to take a measurement, a simple measurement on that previous upside segment, right? Now take a look at this level here, 1622. This happens to be the 76.4, right? The 76 last level of correction. So what I'm trying to say here, let me just mark that level with another red line. So this level here is the 76.4, which means that downside correction we just had is, by definition, still just a local correction rather than a downside leg. You see what I mean? Now the move already started when price was at the very lowest low here, right? That was the leg that began to move upwards, and it's still the same leg, I think, preparing for the next upside segment. You know what I mean? This is why I still feel pretty confident about this trade. It just reached, it just came back from, we came back from the dead here, essentially, and we just reached our price entry level. So should be interesting to see how this one is going to unfold. I'll be here to keep you posted. In the meantime, we'll say goodbye. See you in the next video.